Hello, you're watching Stock Breakthroughs at TaipanFinancialNews.com. I'm your host, Sandy Franks. For the past few weeks, the media has been buzzing about the new joint venture between NBC Universal and News Corporation to launch a free online video site featuring full-length movies and television shows and a challenge to Google's YouTube. The site is set to officially launch this summer. This may be the best illustration of the influence YouTube has amassed in 2 short years. These two powerful media conglomerates rising up against one of the most visited websites on the web. As an investor, does this mean you should rush out and buy shares of News Corporation or NBC? My next guest says absolutely not. He's found a $6 company that he says, although is a real downtrodden underdog, it will soon get its due. Allow me to introduce Andrew Snyder, Senior Editor of Volume Spike Trading Service. Andrew spends most of his day looking for stocks that Wall Street misses. Luckily for you, that translates into spectacular gains. Andy, thanks for joining us.
Well, thanks for having me.
So, Andrew, let's find out about this company. How did you uncover it?
Well, TiVo is a company, it's almost a household name now, and I latched onto it as I uncovered unusual volume occurrences in the trading. I noticed some days where the volume was really high, the trading volume was high, and it really made me pick it up and realize this stock has some winning potential.
Now, as I mentioned earlier, you don't think investors should waste their dollars buying NBC or News Corporation. Don't you think this move into online videos is filled with profits for these companies?
I certainly think it is going to be a profitable venture, but when you look at companies like NBC, which is owned by GE, the company's a mega conglomerate. They're multi-billions of dollars, and even if this makes them a few extra $1 billion in profits, it's not going to do a whole lot for their share price.
Well, what about investing in YouTube? Wouldn't that be worth an investor's time?
Well, YouTube, which is owned by Google, is another good opportunity there. But Google is doing so many other things it can't get over the $500 mark. And again, if you go for the smaller companies, I think you'll be able to make much larger amounts.
So you're suggesting that investors would be better off putting their money into TiVo?
That's correct. I really like TiVo.
Now, come on, Andy. TiVo is nothing more than an overpriced luxury item that fewer and fewer people want and actually use. How can you suggest it'll be the winner on online videos? It's not an online video company. Well,
TiVo is, the great thing about TiVo is it's a very powerful brand. Everybody knows TiVo. It's just like Google, the word TiVo is becoming a verb where you can say, did you TiVo that? And that's going to be a really big asset as they move forward into this. They just signed a deal with Amazon.com with their Unbox, and you're going to be able to download content right off of Amazon straight into your TiVo, and the competition just isn't doing that.
So your position is that TiVo is already in place to take advantage of this impending boom on the demand for online videos?
Exactly. TiVo, they have the technology. They're slowly unveiling it. As the market matures, they're really going to corner the large section of the market.
All right, well, let's talk about the specifics of TiVo. How does it compare to others in its niche?
Well, that's another great thing about TiVo is there's not a whole lot of competition doing exactly what TiVo is doing. TiVo, right now they're doing the DVR, the digital video where you can simply record things. But now with this deal with Amazon, the Unbox, you can download things right onto their hard drive. And Apple is one of their biggest competitors right now with their iTV, and it doesn't have the same features or capabilities. iTV is nothing more than a hard drive to link your computer, but the TiVo can go out there and get the internet content and bring it right to your living room directly, and that's really what sets them apart.
Well, let's talk about earnings. How does the earnings compare with this time last year for TiVo?
Well, right now, TiVo, earnings-wise, they're doing better. They still haven't come to a profit, but their earnings are up. They only lost $30 million last year, which is a significant jump above 2 years ago. So they're doing better, and profitability looks like it's just around the corner.
What kind of revenues does it generate?
Last year they were just shy of 200 million. The year before they were about 150 million. So you can see they're picking up. And once they get their marketing and get moving on that, they're going to really show some profits.
Now, I'm always interested in how companies stack up against their competition. Some are, leaps and bounds ahead of the others, while others lag significantly. I call this the competitive spread. What's TiVo's spread? Is it the dominant leader in its industry, and by what margin?
I think TiVo's biggest thing, their asset, is going to be their brand. People know the TiVo brand. They have this deal with Amazon, and that's what's really going to set them apart from their closest competitors, which would be Apple and Microsoft. Both of those companies have very broad strategies right now, but TiVo is focused right on this internet video niche, and that's what's going to be propelling them into the future.
But we don't really hear much about TiVo and it being able to download videos. I mean, it's becoming new in the media with this venture between Universal and News Corporation. So they're going to be a little bit ahead, don't you think? Where TiVo, there's no marketing effort. There's nothing out there about TiVo and having this capability.
Well, TiVo is more the software, the guts, and the bricks and mortar behind it. As NBC and Fox go out there and say to users, let's get this in your living room, NBC and Fox can't do that. They need a company like TiVo to do it. So you can bet there's going to be they're going to tie together, they're going to work together and make some partnerships, and there's a good chance TiVo is going to be right in the middle of all of this.
Wait, you're saying that you think those companies would partner up somehow with TiVo?
I'm willing to definitely say they would. There's already rumors of Google going with TiVo, even buying them out as they're so cheap right now. And it could be a nice little battle going on between the new guys on the street, NBC and Fox versus Google and YouTube. So it'll be interesting. I really think TiVo is going to be right in the middle of it.
So you say the stock's at $6 now. Where do you think it'll go in, say, 6 to 12 months?
I have no problem saying $12 would be a fair value for this. If people start fighting for its assets and that TiVo brand, $15, $20 within a year is not out of the question.
So it looks like it could double, but maybe go a little bit higher as this battle takes place between the two for TiVo.
Certainly.
Well, Andy, sounds good. Thanks for sharing, and we'll see you again soon.
Thank you.
You can hear more about Andy's recommendation for TiVo in his white paper report available at TFNfinancialnews.com. It's free of charge. And while there, you can also sign up to receive the 2 free e-letters Andy contributes to, Fear and Greed and Dynamic Market Alert. Thank you for watching Stock Breakthroughs. I'm Sandy Franks, and I'll see you again next week. Until then, here's to great profits and smart investing.